Hey guys, George at SoundTraxx here, and we're back at the office. And today we're going to show you a little bit about Blunami and running it with a traditional Tsunami2. Now, as you guys have seen in the past, we've installed a Blunami in this locomotive, but we actually have a Tsunami2 in this Rapido PA. And you can see the video installation on that linked in the description below. But today we're going to run these locomotives together. We're going to show you that a Blunami can run just together with a Tsunami2. So let's get started. So now I'm going to go ahead, and on the screen here you can go ahead and see that the only locomotive that's being detected right now is my Milwaukee Road number 18. And you can see that I'm currently not connected to the locomotive. And that's because I currently have it under control of my DCC system. So when I hit the mute button, I can blow the horn, ring the bell, and I can move the locomotive back and forth. Now we'll go ahead and mute that locomotive again. Now we're going to go back and we're going to show you that we also have control of this guy right here. So now I'm going to go ahead and push the mute. You can see that I have my locomotive. We can do the horn, the bell, and in this case I'm going to move it, and just so you can see, we can run it in the backwards direction. You can see that we have full control of the locomotives. Now both of these are using my NCE power cab. You can use any DCC system whatsoever. But now on my screen here, you can see that we're going to go ahead and hit connect. So we're going to go ahead and connect to the Milwaukee Road number 18. So now we're going to go into standard operations. It's going to take a moment and gather the information from the decoder to make sure all the settings are matched in the settings on the app. So now once I'm connected, we can go ahead and dial in. We can unmute the locomotive. We blow our horn, blow our long horn, the short horn, and then we have, of course, full control. Now when I go back to my throttle here, let's go back to my control for my number 18. You can see that I have no control of the locomotive using my DCC system. When I hit my recall to go back to this guy, you can see that I still have full control. Now, this is because once the decoder, the Blunami decoder, actually connects to the app, it is now ignoring all of the track signal commands that are being sent to its address because it's connected to the app, so it's expecting all of those commands to be delivered from the app. Now, because of this, we can run our locomotive as you can see here. We can blow the horn, but I can't do it when I go back to my throttle. I can't do it here. Now, this doesn't mean that you're never again able to use our DCC system. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go back to the DCC track. So you can go in, connect to the app, do all your settings, make all your adjustments, your sound selections, and so forth. And then we simply hit the disconnect button. Now to complete this, now the decoder now is still watching for the Bluetooth connections, and so it's ignoring the track. So in order to get it back to be able to respond to track power, we simply take power away. It recycles the processor. We put the track power down, and now we have back control of our throttle. So we'll go ahead and start that up. Just like that. So that's how easy it is to go back to operating with DCC. But now, again, one of the questions we get is, what about running it with a regular Tsunami? Well, as I've showed you, we've done this installation fairly recently. We installed a TSU21P NEM8. And this decoder is the Blue 2200. Now I'm going to go ahead and consist these guys using an advanced consist. Now we've done a lot of videos on advanced consist, including webinar number 14. So again, be sure to check the link in the description below if you want to learn all about consisting. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take number 18 here, which is our lead locomotive. I'm going to program CV19 to a value of 20. And you can pick any number between 1 and 128. Just make sure you don't use 18 in this particular case because this locomotive address is 18. And so therefore it can somewhat confuse, so try a different one. Use 1 or 8. Just don't use 18. And it's nothing to do with the decoder itself. It's any decoder brand out there. When you have the consist address and the loco address the same, it can get some odd behavior. So right now we're picking consist 20. Now this locomotive here is still set to address 3. So when I go over here to select our address 3, like I said, we still have this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm again going to program CV19 to a value of 20 because it is facing forward. So that way the locomotives will run together. So now before I did this, what I did is I enabled the bell, the horn, the lights on this locomotive, and I've enabled only the F11 brake application on this locomotive. So that way you can see how they run together, because again, we have a Blunami, which is essentially a Tsunami2, and a Tsunami2 running together. So we're going to couple these guys up. Now we're going to select Loco 20, and I'm going to take Loco 18 off of this roster here. So now we have Loco 20. So now I turn on my headlight, blow my horn, ring my bell, and when I start moving in the forward direction, the two locomotives run together just like they're supposed to. And when I set the brakes, you can see that they both actually set the brakes together. And then we release, and you can see that again they're running together. And this is because, like I said, it's a Tsunami2 decoder with the Bluetooth chip. So with Blunami, and let's go ahead and shut these guys up here. So when you're running these two locomotives, you can run a Blunami with your existing Tsunami2 fleet on the DCC track, just don't connect to the app. So now when I go and connect to the app, now when I select consist number 20, you can see that my locomotive is running, but this is ignoring all of the DCC commands because it's connected to the app. So to take this locomotive back, again, we simply cycle the power. We come back. We turn on our locomotives. And we're exited out, so now you can see that we're no longer connected to the app. And now my locomotive, again, is now running just like it was before. So guys, I hope this has been helpful for you. And again, these are ways that you can help get the most out of your operations and with your locomotives. So the advantage here is that if you have some Blunamis, you can now give those to individuals who bring their own throttles, whether it be an iPad or an iPhone or an Android device, or you can run them on your track with your normal DCC operations. So guys, we would appreciate it if you would hit that like button down below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell. And what that does is it helps you know when we post new videos and new content every week, giving you tips and hints on how to make your model railroading more fun with SoundTraxx products. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at support@soundtraxx.com, and be sure to check out the user's guides that are found on our website at soundtraxx.com as well. So guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.